My body went numb like a minute ago. I can't feel a thing from my head to toe. I lost my mind, man, I'm out of control. I can't stop, no.
Hey guys, what's going on? Andy Elliott. Welcome to the One Percenter Podcast. Look at these young ladies sitting next to me. Number one, they are young. How old are you?
21, 25.
21 and 25 years old. And they're extremely successful. They make really good money, but they were sold a dream. How many of you have been sold a dream at some point in your life? Somebody told you something would happen. Maybe it didn't happen.
Yep.
But they were sold a dream by a company that is a very good company that I partner with. They're amazing. This company is great. The company's name's Bright Solar. They're super cool. And you guys were sold a dream, and you guys showed up, and that dream was true. And I know that sales is mostly a male dominance deal, like right now. Women are killing it, and they're coming up everywhere. And so I wanted to invite them on here for a couple reasons. And I'm going to hand it over. So you guys are going to love them. You're going to fall in love with them. You're going to see why they're killing it. You're going to see why they're amazing. You're going to see why they make a lot of money. You can see why their customers love them. Number one, because I've got a lot of guys that follow me. Our YouTube channel gets 70 million views every 30 days, and 90% of them are males. Now, 90% of these males are going to do life with somebody, and that badass chick needs to have a great opportunity. Guys, you need to send this video to your girls, okay? This is their chance to get ahead, and you guys can build a power life. By the way, a lot of people that sell on their teams with them are power couples. The guy and the gal, they both go together, and they crush it. Maybe that's you. You and your girl been needing a change. Maybe you haven't thought about your girl being a part of something like this, and you've counted her out, and you've been trying to carry the weight yourself. Maybe you guys go kill it together, right? Because me and my wife do that. So this is a great opportunity. And they have a lot of people in their company that do that. And then lastly, if you're one of the 10%, you're one of the women that watch my videos, and I haven't given you an opportunity to plug into a badass team like this, like here's your chance, okay? So I love you guys. If this isn't you, you're gonna want to watch the whole thing because it is absolutely amazing. And number two, if this is you, take action. But if it's not you, send it to someone who it is. I know you guys know someone who it is, okay? So I just want to say, guys, welcome to the Bright Solar. I would say I call it badass chick team, right? Just because that's my language.
Let's go.
I'm going to let him hand it
We'll
over.
take it.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
Jackie, why don't you start us off a little bit about what's going on, and then let's kick some ass. Tell them what you do. You were sold this dream, just like everybody. You couldn't see what was on the other side of it.
Yeah.
You got in, bam, shit's real. It's made you probably a better person. It's made you a lot of money. It's probably helped you in a lot of ways in life. But tell them a little bit about what you do and like what's going on the inside. Let's just paint the whole picture.
100%. So I've been sold many dreams in my life before. I think being with Bright Solar has probably been the first dream that has been sold to me that I've been able to persevere and fulfill. Before I started with solar, I was managing a car wash, and then I did life insurance for a little bit. And then I wasn't doing good, wasn't making any money. This dream was sold to me that I would have this and this, and we would go explore and do all these fun things, and it just wasn't being met. So I was at a really low point in my life, and one of my girlfriends invited me to come try out a Blitz with her. And that's when I was like, you know what, I don't really have anything to lose. I might as well just try it and then see how good I can be. And then ever since then, I mean, it's been honestly the best opportunity I could have ever been a part of, not only professionally but personally as well. Like, I have grown so much just as being the person I am today. I look back at the person I was 3 years ago, and I'm completely different. When I start, all I do is I just go and knock on doors, and I mean, the product solar sells itself. It really does. All I do,
educate people.
yeah, all I do is educate people with my type of personality, and it's a win-win. I go door to door, I introduce myself, create connections with so many different type of people, and all I do is set appointments. Closers come in right behind me, and I get solar deals. So,
can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
People are like, isn't it scary going door to door? Because I know how people think. I was taught as a kid, don't talk to strangers.
yeah,
Right?
yeah,
But we teach our kids to talk to every stranger because we want our kids to be the most social kids in the world. We want them to understand how to communicate with people.
yeah,
And there's a lot of people that have been taught, oh my God, what does your mom think about you going to random people's doors and all this
Right.
stuff? Listen to me. My wife, she sold cars when we were young, and I sold cars. That's how we met. I remember her mom going, "You're getting in the cars with strangers and going to drive them. Aren't you scared?" My wife was making millions of dollars. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
That's like selling insurance and walking into someone's home. That's like It's like people, they're so afraid. They live so small. They don't understand that people are dying and waiting to meet people. We actually live in a good world, right? Yeah. People say it's crazy, but like, no, dude, it's actually a pretty good world. And you go communicate with people. You say hi to them. You go door to door. Are you afraid? Hey guys, what's going on? It's Andy. A lot of you leave comments telling me that you need help. Do me a favor. I'm going to tell you the best way to get a hold of me. Shoot me a text message right now, 918-210-0254. 918-210-0254. I'll help you with whatever you need. I got your back for life. Let's get back to the video.
It's actually really funny because I make this a joke all the time. I'm like, growing up, my mom always told me, do not talk to strangers. And I'm like, it's what I do for a living now. But it is what you make it. I have like a little pepper spray on me at most times, but I don't think I've ever been in a situation where I feel like I'm put in a scared spot. Yeah. I mean, it's just all about confidence going out there. It's scary at first, but once you realize the advantage that females have out on the doors and the domination we can create, I mean, it's a no-brainer.
Yeah, let's share a little bit about that.
You know, I think as a female in this industry, you definitely have an advantage when it comes to just being on the door.
Super unfair.
Yeah, it is a little bit.
Why is it unfair?
Because, well...
And by the way, I've met these women. They're not flirty. They're not flirtatious. I want you to understand something real quick, because you got to understand there's professionals and then there's amateurs. Mm-hmm. And the way that you guys carry yourself is like you're very confident. You're very alpha. You're strong. You're loving. People like that, you know. Yeah. It's like people say, oh, well, it's unfair because you're a woman, as in like you can gain by being a woman. That's not it. Males have been rejected. Males have been presenting numbers, trying to convince people to do stuff for hundreds of years. And now that women are coming out, they've rejected. Men have screwed over other men for hundreds of years, thousands of years. And now a woman that can do what a man does, that has an intuition, that actually listens. Women listen.
Exactly. They can bring emotion to it.
Yeah, so it's like when she's saying unfair, I want everybody to understand it's not unfair because we have different body parts. Like I know how a lot of people think. Yeah. It's because you guys have intuition. You guys listen. Exactly. And people haven't rejected women forever. It's unfair in that way. Yeah. And they haven't been screwed over by a female in business because they're just getting in.
Exactly. And that's the thing. I think initially what I'm talking about when I say we have an advantage is when you knock on a door, people are used to seeing a man out there.
Facts.
And most of the time, they won't open it. And so guys have to try a lot harder to even get the initial conversation started.
Yes.
But as a woman, you do have a little bit of an advantage there because you're throwing people off. But then I think you're right when you talk about intuition and other strengths that females have, like being able to really listen to understand. Yeah. Like that aspect of it really will make you successful.
Well, plus, I mean, I'm going to say females are also attractive. Okay,
so yeah, true.
Okay, so like I know people. Like I'm going to ask you a question. If a person's at your door and they're very unattractive, are you going to open it if you weren't expecting them?
No.
If a person shows up to your door and they're attractive and you weren't expecting them to be there, would you open it? I know, like
the
don't shoot
likelihood's
the person that tells the truth. Like,
yeah, it's true.
Like, and by the way, like, attractive people are more successful in most cases, face-to-face sales than unattractive people, because you can get a longer attention span with someone.
Exactly. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They'll carry a conversation with you longer.
For sure.
And like, it's just the truth, guys. It's the truth. And by the way, like, it's not because they're super hot, they're doing great. It's because women naturally are attractive. They have a good voice. They're soothing to talk. It's cool to listen to them. Yeah. Why do you think operators most of the time are women?
Right.
Exactly.
Because people will reason more with the woman than they will with the man.
It's very true. Yeah.
So unfair. Yeah. If I was a woman, I would work 10 times.
I mean, there's pros and cons to both sides. Like, yes, we get that initial, like, for that longer time of the interaction when we first introduce ourselves to them. But then there's also that other side we were just talking about before you came in here, that, like, females, a lot of our time gets wasted. Sometimes people don't take us as seriously. They just think, like, oh, there's a cute girl at my door, like, how much conversation can I get with her? So then it really just narrows down to your confidence and control in the conversation. Like, always have an end goal when you're at the door talking to them, making sure that they know, like, yeah, I might be cute and gorgeous, but at the end of the day, I'm here to help you save tens and thousands of dollars, and if you're not taking that seriously, I'll move on to your neighbor where I can help them.
Yeah, I love that. Yeah, and people can respect that directness.
Yeah.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah, and I think women can be direct.
100%.
For sure, yeah. And I think you and I both know, like, our looks can get us maybe the the door open at first, and the initial conversation started, but really you still have to, you know, learn about your product. Like, you have to know all the ins and outs of it, and you have to be able to be direct with people and communicate clearly. But
can we talk about really just like how simple what you guys do is? Because there's people that watch this and they may think, you know, this I can't do this. I'm not qualified to do this. I don't want to do this. And by the way, you guys build on your team, males, power couples, males, females, and also you love just to add more women because you guys are women and you love to see powerful women, right?
Yeah.
And by the way, when Jackie started, she said 3 years ago she was down on her luck. She wasn't doing good. She was not believing in herself. Can I tell you the cool thing about it? Regardless of how much she's earned, who she has become, dude, she's set for life.
Hustle Summit 2. It's right around the corner, y'all. What I want to do is get you in the room. Last time, Hustle Summit, the very first one, it was standing room only. We packed the house in less than 30 days. What I want you to do is don't take my word for it. Don't take my advice. Listen to what the people that actually showed up.
Information has been on point that you can go home and actually start doing right now.
We're part of Eric's coaching program, but his specific form of sales, he speaks well in teaching us what to do on these calls.
The energy is super vibrant. Obviously, Eric's bringing up all the heat here.
To get my frequency up, man, this has been the perfect place. High energy levels, man, and so it's going great so far.
The energy is infectious. The people, everybody's here is ready to get after it. Everybody here is wanting to make a change in their life or their business. You're walking into a different reality.
I know that he has a track record of doing this business at a high level. So salespeople respect high-level salespeople. Hustle Summit Live. Make sure you're at the next one.
And for those of you that are wondering, is this for me? Yes, this is for you. Whether you're just thinking about getting started in the wholesale industry, you're working that 9 to 5, you're in the rat race wondering, how do I get out of this? You may be a wholesaler that just can't get consistent results, or you're thinking about building a team and you don't know where to go from here. Or all you realtors out there wondering, can I get out of the traditional real estate and go into the wholesaling where I hear about these big, fat, juicy spreads that my commissions possibly couldn't equate to? If that is for you, you're qualified to put your ass in the room. And for everybody that's wondering, where is Hustle Summit 2 gonna be? It's in Scottsdale, Arizona, y'all, at the Lion's Den, Andy Elliott's office. I'm telling you, this is the place that you want to be. I'm gonna show you how to consistently make between $20,000 to $100,000 a year, like clockwork, so you can finally get paid what you're worth. Scottsdale, Arizona, the Lion's Den.
Overpowers any amount of money.
But that deal, that confidence, that belief, man, you want your women massively confident. You want to build a big life with them. Like my wife she's an alpha. She's a power woman.
Yeah.
Every male wants a power woman. Okay, like you want someone strong.
Yeah.
I want someone to help me build the empire. Yeah. I don't want a queen. I want a battle mate. I want someone to battle life and to build a teammate. Yeah. So, you know, males in most work environments, they treat females, and I'm not saying all, okay, but as in like, you could do the receptionist job, or you can do that, but the high-paying jobs are for the alpha men.
Exactly, yeah.
All women can become alphas when surrounded by the right women.
Yeah.
All women. Women need to be around the right, just like men need to be around the right men, but women need to be around the right women.
Exactly, yeah. I think that it really can help too, like when you see another woman just crushing it and getting, you know, like Jackie for instance, 6 deals in one day, and making, you know, what you can make in a salary job in a year, in a month.
Yeah.
It's really empowering, and you're like, oh, I can see myself doing that now.
Yeah.
And we have such a strong foundation at Bright, and we have support from the guys around us.
What does the environment look like at Bright? Male, female, anything? What's the environment look like?
I would say we're still, I mean, we make up, the females make up probably maybe 5% of Bright right now. But the ones we have are just like go-getters. Yeah, self-starters, like working hard, consistent. But the males around us, like they're very supportive, respectful, and they
Is it like a family environment?
It is.
100%.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
Because most solar companies don't operate like family environment.
Yeah.
Like I see like kids, family.
They focus more on like the hoorah, money, hype, like how much money can we get in this amount of time.
Other companies.
Yes, being with Bright though, they're like, how much can we help you grow? How much can we impact your life so then you can spread that out to other people and impact so many other people's lives.
Yeah, because the quote is impact over money.
100%.
Right?
Impact over income.
Yeah. Oh, impact over income. Yeah. And I remember when you hit your 6 deals.
Yeah.
Remember on social media?
Yeah. It was crazy.
She was out there going psycho.
Yeah.
And, you know, it's cool to see that win. And then now I think you young ladies want to see everybody else win.
Yeah.
But we know that they could be in the wrong boat. There's a lot of women that are in the wrong boat.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And you can row as hard as you want in that boat, right? But like you said, what if you could turn your annual income into your monthly income?
Exactly. Yeah.
Think about it. If you're in the wrong boat right now, think about what you make. I'm going to ask you a question. Do you have a cap? Do you ladies have caps?
Nope.
Oh my God. Okay, one of the things that I like, you said, I don't even close the deals. You said, I set it so someone can come in and I get paid really well. To me, that is like super cool because really, like you're just moving, you're enjoying, you're having a great day. I remember watching one of your posts. You said, I go through neighborhoods and everybody waves at me. They're happy.
They know I'm the
cool.
little blonde solar girl. So
it's like you've built a brand that like people kind of know who you are, right?
Yeah.
And so like I think that dudes walking around a neighborhood, people are like, who's that suspicious guy?
Yeah.
But when a girl's walking around a neighborhood, people are like, oh, hey.
I saw you through my Ring camera. What are you doing?
They're like, are you okay? I'm like, oh yeah, I'm great. Yeah.
Yeah, we're amazing.
Well, I have you here.
Yeah. Happy to help people.
Exactly. Yeah, they're inviting you in. Yeah. It's great.
So how long? So you've been in for 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
How long have you been in?
Almost 3 years as well.
Okay.
And I started like my first summer that I went out. Well, before that, I always worked a full-time job. Like I've been like that since I was probably 15, like just eager to make money.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I transitioned into sales, my first month I made more than I made the entire year before working full-time.
That is so
40 hours a week.
How did that feel? Can you tell someone how that feels?
Gosh.
Like to see that
it
deal
feels like, it feels like you can honestly do anything. Like I can.
You start to have choices.
Empowering.
You start to see that shit can really happen.
Absolutely, yeah. And I'm like, oh, I can do whatever I want.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I think the thing that really I love about Bright now is that the environment, like you were talking about the family environment earlier, and impact over income.
Mm-hmm.
So when I came on at Bright, I'd been with a couple different solar companies before, and I had been sold a lot about like the environment, about how it's going to be great, like the whole thing, And at Bright, I was expecting the impact over income thing to maybe not be true, like because I had been sold a line before.
Yeah, it's like getting your heart broke by a bunch of people,
like,
and they get in a relationship. They're like, I promise I'm not going to break your heart.
Like
I've
whatever.
heard that before.
Talk's cheap.
Exactly. Yeah.
Hey guys, sorry to interrupt the video. As you're checking out these badass chicks that are killing it, that are crushing it, who literally was told at one point about this opportunity in solar with this company that's amazing. They decided to commit. On the other side of that, they didn't know. They told them what it was. They found out that it was amazing. Their life is incredible. They're earning a ton of money, and they built a badass team. So if you're a dude, I know a lot of badass guys follow me, and you're like, dude, my chick needs to join a great team. She needs to make a lot of money. Bam! Make sure you know there's a link in the description box below. Go fill it out, and they'll reach out to you within the next 24 hours. Life-changing. I'm talking making millions of dollars. You can earn whatever you want. You want to earn mid-6 figures. I don't care. Wouldn't it be cool for you and your girl to be the breadwinner? If you're watching this and you're one of my savage chicks and you're like, dude, listen, man, like I need that opportunity. Okay, cool. That's for you. Go fill out the link. And if you're a dude watching this and you're like, I'm not going to go join a girls team. These chicks are tougher than most dudes. Okay, so I want to know, anybody watching this is your opportunity. If you want to get paid, if you want to be around a great company, if you want to self-develop, if you want to get it all, here's your chance. I know you've been watching this podcast, so you know they're amazing. Here's your shot. Just go fill down in that little description box below the answers. I think maybe you can fill out a little video. I'm not for sure what it has, but whatever it is, you fill that out, and these young ladies will reach out to you in the next 24 hours. Let's get it.
And then they honestly, every day since then, they've been proving me wrong. Like, they genuinely care about everyone.
That's cool.
And, like, it's really cool, too, when you have leaders that are not only supportive, but they work hard, and they will work hard with you, too. Like,
yeah, that's huge. So important.
They're out there with you, helping you train people, getting on the doors with you, like, just doing everything. they genuinely just really care about people, and I think that's why, I'm so confident building a really strong team of women too, and bringing on more women.
And you guys train, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you're leaders. You
Yeah.
have your team.
Yeah.
You guys, you train people, right? So if somebody comes on, I'm just going to make a point. They go down to the description box in this YouTube video. They click on the link. You guys reach out to them in 24 hours. You have a conversation. Make sure you ask them some questions. Explain if it's right for them. It's very simple. Do you have to have a degree to do this?
Nope.
Can anybody really qualify as long as they're a good person and they're willing to work hard?
Yep.
Got a good attitude?
Absolutely.
Yep.
Absolutely, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so take that. They join you guys, and then you physically walk them through A to Z what it takes to be successful. You go to doors with them. You show them how to do it so that, like, you hold their hand until they can do it on their own, right?
Exactly, yeah. If you're willing to work hard and, like you said, you're a good person, like, we will help you with the rest. Like, it's really just about going all in and soaking up all of the, training resources and everything that we can provide you, and then just being consistent. Like,
what time? Because I want to paint a picture, right? Obviously, you guys all know this is an amazing opportunity. If I was a dude, I would send this to my girl right now, and I'd say, babe, you need to do this. This right here, number one, the communication skills that you guys have learned here. You guys can hang a conversation with anybody, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But don't you think that that's one of the number one things that's missing in this world?
If you can go door to door and get rejected, but also set appointments and close them and get thousands of dollars, you can feel like you can literally do anything.
Can you guys imagine where you'll be in 5 years from now? I mean, like 10 years from now, 15 years from now, running your own company, whatever it is that you're doing. Like, you're going to be able to lead a company, build an empire, an organization. Yeah. Join your husbands, you can do anything. You can when you're with your person, whoever you're with, you can build something big with them. Exactly. It's like my wife. She was independent when I met her, and she became independent in sales. She didn't know anything, but sales taught her rejection, right? Sales taught her how to push through, how to get thick skin, right? Yeah. And I think a lot of women haven't had any pressure put against them. So they, I'm not saying there's not pressure in life, but I mean, like, when you're going after something and you're in sales, you're going to get rejected. You build thick skin. You build that resilience.
I was going to say, incredibly resilient.
Yeah, and women with resilience are dangerous. They're attractive. Everybody wants them. Companies now will pay more money for a female who has the same skill as a male.
Oh, yeah. It's like, how much pressure are you willing to apply in your life to succeed? And it really just narrows down to that. You're a huge product of your environment, so when you surround yourself with people like Bright, you're going to be that next 1%er. And then it really just, like, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink it. So you got to have serious hustle, serious grit, and have a serious why and, like, an end goal. And it's not about, like, what happens in one day, or because, I mean, there's good and bad days in sales, but you just have
everything's
to.
Everything's 50-50 in life. Like, even in my life or anybody's life, there's always going to be times you feel like working, times you don't. Times you feel good, times you don't. But you have to have mental toughness to push through that stuff, because success only comes from those that are willing to, push through, right? So do you guys feel like your mental toughness has really gotten strong in this business?
100%.
I mean,
isn't that cool?
I can't speak for you, but for me, like, I think I thought I was mentally tough before doing door-to-door sales, but now it's like I said before, I feel like I can take on any challenge, or
you can protect your
come back
family
from anything.
right?
Yeah, exactly.
Like, you guys can have a family, you guys can do anything, and you can protect it. Like, to me, like, men have always been the protector of their families, but my wife, she is like that mama bear that will tear the whole damn place apart. Because sales made her into that, and a lot of women are pushovers.
100%.
Okay, and I'm not being disrespectful to women, but they're pushovers because they haven't been given an opportunity to become mentally tough. So this would be the lesson of a lifetime. I'd recommend every female in the world to join your team, make good money, become resilient, become mentally tough, be around a group of alpha women, also around amazing gentlemen. When I say the men, you guys talk about the men that surround you. A lot of people think, oh, these men, they probably hit on you all day. They do this all day. People are because there's so many bad companies, bad communities, bad. I mean, honestly, I know the owners of the company. They have amazing wives. They love their kids. they don't tolerate that shit.
Yeah.
If somebody hit on one of you guys, I can imagine them firing one of them.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And that was something huge for me coming with Bright, because with the last companies I was
wanted
with.
to say that because a lot of people may be like, well, it's mostly men. They said it's 5% women, 94%. Yeah, but the standard is, you hit on a woman, you're out of here.
Yeah.
They don't tolerate that shit.
I can't tell you how many. I worked for a few companies before Bright, and there was just so many scenarios that I was like,
look, I don't like this.
Sexually harassed. Like, people were just super inappropriate with me, just wanting to, like, it was horrible, and it made me feel horrible.
Well,
and I was like,
they didn't accept a female trying to earn her spot in the company.
Yeah. I was gonna say,
because they've had bad leadership. They've been raised wrong. They don't understand it.
Yeah.
Bright doesn't let people in that don't understand this.
Yeah, we all have the same goal in mind, and we'll support each other to get there.
And your core
like,
values.
and nobody's better than the other. Like, we're all like in this together, and a team,
there's no male female.
An individual can be beat, but a team can never. And so as long as our team's in sync, then there's nothing we can't accomplish.
Yeah, we got women around here, right? And our women are just alpha women, and the women are a super special thing that help us men operate better. But there's never been an instance in when anybody ever felt like, I'm a male, I'm better than her, or she's a woman, or this. And I don't see that in many companies. Honestly, women have always been put down here just because of thousands of years of doing that.
Yeah.
And we're in this new era. This new era is time for women to step up.
It's true, yeah.
And I think the economy, the market wants women.
Yeah.
It wants
Absolutely,
them.
yeah.
Like businesses want women. And when they get them, they're always the top performer. They're always winning.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
I think, for me, I feel like I've been in companies where I have to try and prove myself so much more than I feel like the guys do, just to get
a little bit noticed.
Yeah, for people to take me seriously.
Yeah, and counting people out of promotions because they're male or female.
Exactly.
I actually see companies now, they would rather hire a female to lead men than a male to lead men.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But a strong woman, though.
But in life, there's...
And one that's done the work, right? Because you guys are doing the work. This is a big deal. Nobody will respect you guys if you hadn't done the work.
Yeah.
100%.
And you guys are doing the work, and you're literally the same as anyone else, because you can clearly tell, like just by looking at your eyes, that you guys are respected because you've earned the right to be respected.
Yeah.
Right? I always say something, if I do this, will I respect myself more? Right? Like if there's a girl and I go hang out with her and she cheats on her boyfriend, you think, well, if I go hang out with her, will I respect myself more?
Yeah.
No ways. Okay, I'm not hanging out with her then. It's like, so I always think in my head, I tell my team, there's a decision-making process, is if I do this, will I respect myself more? So I'll ask everybody, if you join this team, would you respect yourself more if you could learn how to really work hard? If you could learn how to communicate? If you could learn, male or female, but everybody needs to do it. But I especially wanted to dedicate this to the females, right? We have a lot of men that want their women to be strong, so this is a great opportunity for all of them.
Yeah.
Because they're already winners and they want their girl to be winners. Male winners don't want a loser female, okay? Yeah. We want a winner female. And a lot of winners, just like you in the beginning, weren't really sure it was possible, and you weren't sure, but you got this. What do you think are some things that like helped you succeed and make it? And how do you know if there's a woman watching this, how do you know if she'll make it? Like, what are some qualities that you think that you'll need to say that she has that has nothing to do with sales?
I think you have to be a bit of a self-starter, to be honest, and want to make money.
Like, you can't be scared to fail.
Yeah.
Like, if you're going to go in, go all in.
Yeah, and know you're going to fail. Like, that's just a part of the job.
But that means you have room to grow too when you do fail.
Well, yeah, every time you fail, you're going to come back stronger, and you're going to move in the direction that you want to go.
You can't just come into something and be like, I got this in the bag. Like, I killed it from day one. Like, you have to have a story that brought you to where you are now. And so know that you're going to go through failure and trial and error throughout this all. But when you have, like, a team full of people who are there for you and have your back and are supporting you throughout it all, you don't feel alone.
I want to ask you guys, and see, well, gals, but everybody's a guy to me, so I'm like, guys. And see if you can answer this, okay? And I'll start with her, and I'm going to go to you. Okay. So I think in order to go from A to B, if somebody's watching this and they go A to B, they got to have a why.
Yeah.
Like, why would I want to go sell solar, knock doors, join this team, do this thing? That I honestly, I'd never thought about doing. Why would I want to do it now? When you did it, so I have a driving force inside of me. I have a chip on my shoulder, something that drives me. And the A to B, there's the why, but then there's something that is anchored to that why, and it's emotional, right? That's, you said, like, you have to know why you want to do this.
Yeah.
Like why you'd want to push through. So what is something in your life, maybe a time that somebody said you weren't capable, they counted you out,
yeah.
maybe somebody, you're like, okay, I don't want to be anything like this person, or like, I want to be like that, right? Like, what is something that on the days you don't feel like working, what gave you the courage to get into this business? Who are you trying to prove wrong?
Yeah.
Who are you trying to prove right? What in the hell inside of you makes you want to actually become somebody? Like, what drives you?
Yeah, I've always had, like, crazy insane work ethic. I have this huge chip on my shoulder, too. Like, I want to be something and do something crazy in life. I don't want to be this normal, typical stay-at-home mom or 9 to 5 where I have the same routine every single day. I always have known from a young age I want to be something more. I want to be something big. But I do remember right before I started in solar, my boss that I had with insurance, he told me, you can't even get on a Zoom call to try to sell someone life insurance. What makes you think that you can go door to door? And those type of things, like, I'm like, okay, watch me do it. It, like, feeds fuel to my soul. Mm-hmm. Like, watch me do this, watch me overcome it, watch me persevere and become the best person I can be. Yeah. But I really think the anchor to my why, without getting super emotional, is just breaking my bloodline. I didn't grow up super fortunate, and so I just want to make sure that I can break my bloodline, change my generational curse, and retire my mom, retire my brother, have a very successful life, but also be able to impact not only mostly women, but everyone as well, like impact people and show them that you can do and be anything you want in this world. Like, nothing's holding you back. You're in control of everything that happens in your life, and we are all so much stronger than we think we are. And being able to have someone guide and lead you to be like you've changed so many people's lives. You work miracles. I want to be able to do that too, and you have to start somewhere to be able to do that.
Yeah, it's cool. The person that was counted out is the person that comes back and just burns everybody's eyes out with their winning.
Yeah.
I always tell my wife, I'm like, I'm gonna burn their fucking eyes out today. Yeah. Like, I'm thinking about all those people that just the nasty shit that they said, and the world told me, you know, what I was gonna be, how it was gonna go down, and I'm like, no ways, like I'll die before that's how I die. Like, there's no ways. And so I knew that if, dude, and this is crazy, and I love that you've been doing it 3 years. I'm gonna go to you in 3 years, but just 2 to 3 years of doing everything right, being a good person, working hard, you know, like just doing all these things that you need to do and doing them every day and not quitting has developed this woman. Mm-hmm. You have to put yourself in a position, if you really want to change, of an environment, of a place in which you can do something for a couple years so that you can become a different human being. And that's what I did. I did that same thing. And that's what you guys are doing, and that's what Bright offers. But you guys are the leader of this division where people can come and be with you guys in that amazing company. So I love that. And I was super poor growing up, so when you say that, like, emotion to me is like, dude, my mom was an alcoholic. She's a loser. She's a piece of shit, dude. Women don't leave their children. Think about it. Dads have left. But you ever seen a mom abandon their kids?
Rarely ever.
I mean, how can a mom have their children and abandon them? Mm-hmm. She abandoned us. That's weird. That's weird. So growing up without a woman, you know, women teach kids how to have morals, how to have ethics, how to be loving. Dude, I was cold as ice until I met my wife at 23, 24. I was just a piece of shit. But I had no idea because I was raised, well, really, my dad was always gone, so I was raised by kids. Yeah. Kids raising kids. So my point is, if I, my lost self, and then you, right, that can do this, everybody has some effed up life that they're wanting to un-F. Mm-hmm. And the right organization with the right leaders, with the right people who care about you, who say, oh, you got scars? Oh, so do I. Yeah, we're cool. Come on, join us. That's cool, dude. And to be able to make a lot of money, that's just like the massive bonus.
Yeah.
Because now you can save up a couple good years of making money, can change your whole life. Now you got choices. And then who you become along the way, you can dream bigger because you're a different person. So what's your deal? Like, what, you know, when you feel like you don't want to go out, you don't want to work,
Yeah.
like, what pushes you through? What helps you when
Yeah,
life hits you in the face?
I have a lot of strong women in my life that I look up to and have always looked up to. But with that being said, I think just the, I guess, culture I was raised in, you don't see a lot of women that are like working or, you know, trying to be financially free on their own. It's more so just fully dependent
Like independent.
on the man. Yeah. And I think that's good in a lot of cases, but for, like, my parents got divorced when I think I was 15 or so.
Mm-hmm.
And my mom had to start over, go to college, everything like that. And it was really inspiring for me to watch that and see how strong she was to be able to get through that and really, like, support us during that time. But I think that it's my why now, I would say, is really to show other women that I think are so capable of doing more and, like, being independent that they can. And, like, just give them the opportunity to do that.
You just want to be the example to show what's possible.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
It needs to start
I
somewhere.
think a lot of women sell themselves short.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So in the Bible it talks about like being like fishers of men, but it doesn't have to be men. It's just people.
Yeah.
Right? And so what happens is as you get older, you're like at one point, and everybody starts out wanting to make money. You guys didn't start this journey with Bright going, man, I'm going to change the world. You started out and you said, dude, I need to make some money.
Yeah.
I got to get paid. I need to figure out how to, you know, get my shit together. Well, then along the journey, you start learning that, like, dude, you want to live for something bigger than that, right? And then what happens is you go from wanting to make money and a big hole in your heart to being cold to now your heart is full, and because you're helping other people and you just want to be the example.
Yeah.
You know, and we don't have listen, we've got examples to women in this world, but we just don't have enough.
We need more.
Yeah, if you turn on social media, you'll go through 400 men and then you'll swipe a woman.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so the motivational sector, the self-development sector, half the population's women. It's like, why aren't there more women? And so I think right now, I think that you guys are super fortunate and lucky to be alive in this era where this world says, hey, badass women, come on, let's go. So that's why we made this podcast today, guys. Number one, where can they find you on Instagram?
You guys can follow my solar account.
Because super important, because people, they may go down to the link below. I'm just giving an example, and they may fill it out, or they may say, hey, I want to DM her, or I want to DM her, or whatever, right? I want to ask some questions. Go ahead.
It's Queen of Watt Street is my @. I have a couple videos on there already, but you guys, my DMs are always open, so you're more than welcome to message me whenever. And I also have a link in my bio that you can click on as well.
But you said Queen?
Queen of Watt Street.
Queen of Wall?
Watt.
Watt. Oh, like the
like
your solar
kilowatts.
watts. Okay.
Yeah.
I want to make sure we got it. So Queen of Watt Street.
Yep.
Okay, gotcha. That's cool. That's sneaky. Okay. And then yours on social media.
We also have Bright Solar Group where you can click
Sure.
the link there.
Yes.
And then I just have my personal account. It's Abby_Johnson, and my DMs are open as well, and I have a link there as well if you want to apply or any questions. Definitely willing to talk to anyone who's interested in getting into this industry.
Tell me this: if somebody, right, if they don't have the life they want right now, let's just say, and they say, because we'll finish it with this, they say, yeah, but I want to be everything they said, like for real, like I want everything they said, but I don't want to sell solar. What if my parents make fun of me? What if my friends make fun of me? Because most people, like the fear of what other people think about them.
Yeah.
If this was a real estate job, they might say, oh, well, I tell my friends I'm in real estate now. And that's cool.
Yeah.
Can you guys answer just how they need to think when they're thinking about that? Because you know what I mean.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, again, they don't know what's on the other side of this. So I commonly see people that will say they'll opt out to this beautiful life they could have had because they were just afraid of how they were going to be judged by telling their family or friends.
I would say sorry, go ahead.
No, I want both of you guys to go. 'Cause this is
I
important.
would think you say like what if I don't do good, or I don't know if I want to sell solar, or what if I don't make it, or what if I fail, but what if you persevere? Like, what if you're able to change your bloodline? What if you're the best person in this industry? What if you can dominate and change your life and everyone else's lives around you? And I would also say, like, no offense taken to any family members or friends, but don't take advice from people that you don't want to be like. And also, like,
that's
you
good.
have.
So she's saying, if somebody's not where you want to go,
why would you
like,
listen
why
to
would
them?
you listen to them?
No offense, but like, really, why would you?
No, I love it, because at the end of the day, you're
true.
in charge of your own life.
Yeah, and your dream is completely different than your parents, brothers, cousins, siblings, and anything like that. So, like, they're trying to tell you what they think, but it's not your dream. It's not what you want.
Dude, I want to give everybody a little something, and then we'll finish this out. Number one, all the real estate people that I know right now, most of them, we've had a lot of laws come in and change on real estate commissions and stuff that are hitting now, and then up till July they're changing. It's really going to hurt the real estate industry and how they get paid a lot. A lot of people right now that have looked down on solar and that have laughed and joked, they're all now joining solar.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah. It's one of those things, because in the beginning of the solar age, I think we had a lot of amateur companies, right, that didn't know what they were doing, so it kind of put a bad taste in everybody's mouth.
Right, yeah.
But all those people are out of business now. And then now you have these really good companies that exist, but we have this one amazing company in which you guys have testified about this entire time, how it's changed your life. Everything's amazing, which everything we just went through. So you guys join that, and here's the cool thing: nobody knows what you're capable of except you. Like, no one knows what you're capable of.
Yeah.
Okay. Were you guys here yesterday when Dean Graciosi was talking?
Yes.
He said no one makes statues of the critics. They only make statues of the crazy dreamers.
Yep. The delusional people.
Yeah, so I want to tell everybody right now, listen to me, okay? They took an opportunity when it came up with a great company who really truly is risk-free. I have to say that. Like, there's zero risk. It's zero risk. The only risk would be staying the same if you know there's a big life that's you're capable of, if there's something inside of you that says, I want to reach for more, I'm a better person. No one knows what you're capable of, but I believe these women know. I know them very well, but I'm sharing them with you. You can see that they don't play. You can see that they have a big heart. You can see that they're mentally smart. You can see that they believe where they're at. You can see that they're going to go very far in life, and I believe everybody can see that they're going to go super far. You can tell that this is a team, whether you're a power couple, you're a male, you're a female, that you can join this team and just kick some ass. And, we can't read the future. She was like, I don't know if it's door to door forever or this or that. I know what she's saying. She loves Bright Solar. She wants to be with them for as long as this journey will take her. The next couple of years of her life, the future is going to be very bright in Bright Solar. It's going to be amazing.
Yeah.
And she wants to take as many of you with her along this journey, get you financially free, get your mind free from the rest of the world, self-develop you, be a part of something big. And you know what? Whether this is something that you stay in until you die, or this is just a stepping stone to that next deal, no one comes into this company, especially around you guys, and then on the way out leaves without being financially set, plus with the mindset, a leadership skill, communication ability, confidence to go, whatever they're going to do next, they're going to crush it. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
It's not going to be a bad experience. It's going to be a life-altering experience.
Oh, yeah.
In all aspects.
Yeah, in all aspects. So, dude, guys, is this pretty crazy? So I just want to tell all of you, make sure you follow them on social media. Make sure if you've made it to this part right now and you're like, man, this is badass, think, is this for me? And if not, who's it for? Okay, send it to somebody that needs to be a part of something badass. And if that's you, there could be a male watching this and they're like, man, I'm not going to work on a chick team. No, because like dudes have this ego.
Right.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
Get rid of your ego.
I'm going to tell you this. My wife is the CEO of our company, and she runs our company. Our company, the Elliott Group, the company that everybody's like, number one, best, I love this. Andy, you're amazing. I'm led by a woman who is a badass. And dude, I trust her more than anyone else in the world, not just because she's my wife, but because of her decision-making capability, her heart. She makes decisions with her heart. When people come in, she is super patient with them. She'll give them more love than what a Mel would have given. She's always giving more. It's crazy. And so if you look up to me, well, I'm led by a female. I mean, it's just the truth. I mean, and I want to say that, so it's like, man, it's better for me that way. she's smarter than me. She sees things that I don't see. She has a different set of lenses and perspective than I see sometimes. You know, it's kick-ass. So I thought I would just share that little part to say, you know, and then there'll be those haters like, oh, I knew Andy was a little bitch. You know, I knew this. Hey, come check out my bank account, sucker, okay? Count about 9 zeros, and you can laugh, okay? Because I laugh my way to the bank all the time. So I'm proud of who leads me. And by the way, what is a follower? A follower, when you're being led by somebody, is somebody who voluntarily decides to follow that person because of the way they think, the way they believe, their love, their attitude, their guidance. Like, dude, that's cool. So I just want to tell you, man, all the women, all the men, anybody watching this is an opportunity of a lifetime. Most importantly, I know you got a lot of value today. And you guys can message them, go to their Instagram, or you guys can click the link below. They'll reach out to you themselves. So, guys, have a blessed day. Thank you.
Let's go. Thank you, Andy.
You ladies are badass. Guys, we'll see you in the next podcast. Let's kill it.
My body went numb like a minute ago. I can't feel a thing from my head to...
Hey guys, I just want to tell you, you're the true 1%ers. You made it till the end of the video. Do me a favor, share it with the friend that wants to go to another level. Make sure you like the video, comment below so I know who you are. Set your notifications and then subscribe to the channel. We got daily sales training videos dropping. I'll see you soon.
Hurricane, it's calm now, but I know that it's bound to change. I see the fight in the rise from a lot of pain.